Yeah. I think someone was talking about it, but a lot of the top tier Zerg players that usually play in the KungFu Cups aren't here this week. I'm talking about Reynor and serO. Reynor and serO, they are no strangers to the KungFu Cups, but this week they are not available. So when it comes to Zerg representation, the two best Zergs in Europe at least were not here. But here we go, we're getting into our next game, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Site Delta, we have the French Terran player representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player representing KranKy Gaming. It is herO. You go, Clem. He just took down the best Protoss player in Europe. Can he take down the best Protoss player in Korea? Can he go for the 1-2 punch? Can he take down all the Protosses? Oh boy. We are here to find out. Again, as a reminder, it's a best of 3, not a best of 5, so a shorter series. The finals, that's when the best of 5s come out. That is when they are upon us. As for now, Clem is looking to go for a more economic opener. He's setting up for a Rax Expand, CC on the low ground. Only a single gas opener here from Clem. Meanwhile, herO, going for a Gate Expand. Gateway straight into that expansion, a later Cyber Core. A bit of a greedy opener here out of herO. In this matchup, we typically do prioritize the Cyber Core. herO just cutting some corners early on, being a little bit greedier as we get into the swing of things. So again, early on, just very economic or very macro oriented between both of our players, but I'm sure the aggression will turn on once we get into our 2-base play, once we get into our tech. SCV gets across the map, does confirm the timing, of course, of this base. And yo, we're going for the bunker here behind the mineral line. Reaper is making its way across the map, looking at the vision. herO, he has not seen this SCV. He has not seen the bunker. Second pylon has already been thrown down, and this is going to get a bit awkward. It is going to take a little bit longer here, or more commitment to deal with this bunker. Oh no, sorry, you can throw down a shield battery on the low ground. Yeah. Pylon is within range, and we should be able to throw down the shield battery. The bunker, will it finish? Up! Oh, barely it finishes. With the completion of this bunker, that means that herO cannot mine from his natural. And he does have to wait for additional units to come out to deal with this. It is going to be a Stargate opener. There's that shield battery on the low ground, within range to support the units to deal with this bunker. But again, zero mining going on at the moment. Up. Really nice kiting coming out from Clem. For those who don't know, as he finally takes one hit. Reapers do slightly outrange Adepts, so as we saw just there, you can actually kite Adepts and not take any damage, but you'd have to be very delicate with your micro. As the Oracle has arrived, SCV finally does go down, and now we can finally clean up this bunker. Mining is resuming. Oh, we even use the Pulsar Beam on the bunker as well. Ay. We do get a salvage, and we barely salvage in time. First Reaper goes down across the map. Looks like a couple of SCVs fell as well to this Adept. But Clem has regained control of his natural. And he already, oh my god, Clem went for an insanely fast third CC. Very economic opener here out of Clem, racing into his third before the Protoss. Reaper goes in for another scout, does pull the Oracles back home, and this is a triple Oracle opener, very aggressive from herO. So Clem is going to be the defender, herO is going to be the aggressor, and herO's got a lot of work to do. These Oracles, they have a lot of SCVs to kill to make sure that herO doesn't fall behind. To make sure he doesn't fall behind economically. As again, we are making 3 SCVs at a time. We have 3 mules at a time as well. A very powerful economy here from Clem. And herO, 2 base all in. We have 2 gateways at the natural. We have, what is this, 4 gateways in the main? Yes, 4 gates, so 6 gates in total. 7 gates with this proxy. It's a 2 base all in at a herO. And we'll see if we can break Clem. Ay, ay, ay. As we're just warping in wave after wave of adepts. Glaives are on the way. Let's go. 7 gates, glaive adept. My, oh my. Alongside mass oracle as well. A lot of DPS available. Only 1 bunker and we will commit to the shade. We dive on top of the army. And herO is looking to snowball out of control. We have a turret just now finishing up. But there's nothing else left. The adepts, they go ham. The turret may finish, but nothing else can deal with these adepts. The turret goes down, the oracles, they can go back in, and we have another wave of adepts coming out. Clem being punished for his greed. Well, for now, he's able to force this back. Oh, awkward shade. Clem, he regains control of his natural, but remember, we're all in. We're warping in 7 units at a time, and we can warp in 7 at a time. And the oracles, they go straight for the main. I'm sure they're hoping for stim, but they do get rid of combat shields. As 1 oracle goes down. And here we go. This time when the adepts shade in, glaives is done. Resonating glaives has completed. That's a lot of adepts. Oh my god. As we dive on the army, activate the pulsar beam, and Clem is melting here. We do have a couple of widow mines. The mine shots are gonna go off. Oh, good target firing out of herO. He does focus out the widow mines. The Vikings take care of the oracles while we commit to the shade. GG gets called, and herO takes game number 1. Oh my god. GG. I have not seen that in a very long time. I remember Prince doing this in GSL back in the day, back like in 2016, long time ago. But GG, GG, well played. herO takes game 1. Clem was being very greedy, again with a very fast third base, and he was hoping to get away with that greed. herO just doubled down, went for a very unique 2 base all in with glaive adepts, something very unexpected, very unanticipated. Clem was just not ready for it. Wow, GG. And with that, herO needs one more game, one more win to advance on to the grand finals. And this is what I meant earlier when I was comparing Max Pax and herO, and I was talking about how Max Pax, he's very by the book, all things considered. Sure, he can 4-gate Blink Stalker you, but when we saw that last game, again, when we saw that last game, we saw Max Pax just play very by the book, you know, Phoenix into Colossus, Stargate Open into Colossus, of course. Here, herO, wild. He's a crazy player, crazy. I love it. Scarlet, apparently she's burning Roddy. Apparently Roddy saw herO's build and he said that herO was dead. What? Rotterdam. Shaking my head. I mean, the build was really unorthodox, but what helped herO there, when it came to the power of that all-in, is because of how greedy Clem was, because of how many corners Clem was cutting himself to rush into that third TC. So there was a lot coming into that, not just when it comes to the execution of the Protoss, but also what the Terran was doing. It's just in the in-game chat, Scarlet was just grilling Roddy. Aye. But here we go. We're getting into this and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hecate. We have the French Terran player representing Team Liquid. Oh, down in the series, but not out. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player representing Dragon Kaiser Gaming. It is herO. Here we go. Did herO scout the third CC? I think his first Oracle did get across the map. I'm not certain though. I'm not certain if the Oracle saw or didn't see that third CC. So I'm uncertain as to that. I would assume so. I would assume yes. I would assume that's what triggered herO to go for the all-in, but I'm assuming there. I'm not entirely certain. As I do see Clem trying to go for an eBay block, but quick scout out of herO. He dives on this, and this eBay will not finish. herO will not be forced to take the unnatural natural. That's the hope anyway. That's the idea. As yeah, the SCV is forced away. He's going to try to get a little bit more progression on this, but again, quick pull here, quick reaction out of herO. As we saw before, Clem, he loves to kind of make the Protoss player awkward and uncomfortable on Hecate. It worked against Max Packs. It will not work here against herO. As herO will be able to expand here on the low ground. Meanwhile, he's going to be scouting himself across the map. As Clem is going to be going for, once again, it looks to be a Hellion opener. Despite going for one Gas Geyser, he's going to go for an add-on swap here and get into Hellions for some early game aggression. And he's committing to the aggression, so is herO. Okay, so there's a lot going on right now. Clem, he delays his CC even longer, and he goes for a proxy starport. We have Hellions in conjunction with, I imagine, a Liberator to harass and get economic damage done. Meanwhile, herO goes for his own proxy gateway. With this proxy gateway, he's going to be able to reinforce. He's going to apply a lot of pressure across the map. CC is finally thrown down, but again, a very delayed CC. So the pressure is now on Clem to get damage done. Pressure is, oh, as it is not a Liberator. Okay, it is going to be a proxy medevac, so he's going for a Hellion drop. I wasn't sure if he would, just because the Hellions already have like a clear way into the natural, but it looks like Clem just wants to make sure they make their way in. So the Hellion drop is upon us. Meanwhile, we do have two Stalkers and a Sentry back at home. herO has not scouted the main base. He is not aware of what's going on. And the drop is coming in. herO at least has some units. He does spot the drop, pulls the boys. Oh, they're lining up. Up. Good force field here out of herO. Does minimize losses. That was a clutch force field from our Protoss player. But the Hellions, they do manage to get into the main base, and the probes do line up. 11 probes go down. This is already too much damage. Ay, ay, ay. 14 probes. No shield battery in the main or natural, and herO is punished for it. But now herO can make use of his own proxy. He's getting across the map, looking to dive on top of this army. The wall is a wall just in time. And herO cannot push into the main, but he can deny the natural. Oh, he's taking a lot of hits though. Oh, he's taking a lot of hits here on these Stalkers. And another Stalker goes down. Not too sure if that was quite worth it for herO. He does have reinforcements on the way, though. He's attempting to force his way through, and he... Up! Will get the Widowmine. Awkward force field, though, and it looks like Clem is holding. He holds onto his main. Behind this, herO is chronoing out as many probes as he can. He's still got some catching up to do. At least herO is containing his opponent. That's the plus side here. herO, he needs to keep Clem on one base for as long as he can. Yeah, those Cyclones add so much DPS to this army, and pushing up the ramp into 2 Cyclones, it's not going to work here for herO. Behind this, Twilight Council Blink is on the way. herO is resaturating his bases. So he lost 4, I think it was still 14 probes. This is still not enough. Like, Clem is still looking solid. As we do recall back home. Looks like herO was a little bit paranoid that a drop was on the way. and we are not going for blink, which means this Stalker is going to be chased down. We are going for charge instead. 4 more gateways. It's another 2-base all-in, by the way. This one makes more sense, though. This time, because herO took so much damage, it makes plenty of sense here to go for a 2-base all-in. It's going to be 7 gateways and charge. Drop is moving out, though, and it gets missed by herO. Ay, ay, ay. Can he get on top of that tank? The tank does siege. The drop is sneaking in. No stim, but these Marines are going to get a lot of damage done. There is no recall. It's on cooldown, and we warp in across the map. And now we are forced into this all-in. There's no turning around. We unsiege! Uh-oh. The tank does unsiege, and it looks like we're just giving up on the natural. The Marines are going ham in the main base. herO, he has to break into the main. He has to force his way in. Can he get on top of the tank? Force fields are thrown down, and we barely can't get on top of it. We're trying, though. We're trying. There we go. The Zealots, they break through. The Zealots break through, and the tank goes down, but these Stalkers took a lot of hits, and it looks like Clem will hold. Meanwhile, across the map, ooh, he hasn't killed that much, actually. I'm surprised. Only 2 probes. Stim is on the way. There we go. Now more probes are going down. Forced to warp in defensively back at home. 7, 8 probes fall. And Clem is going to get even more done in the main. And we have to take stock. Okay, so Clem lost 18 SCVs. herO lost 13 probes. But herO also lost most of his army, and herO doesn't have any more gas. He doesn't have any, like, there's no next step. He's all in. Like, there's no follow-up tech. There's no third base. There's no there's no third or fourth gas. herO is getting ready for a second all-in, but it's going to get harder and harder to pull off. Workers going down across the map. Again, a really well-situated tank. The base is taking damage, don't get me wrong, but Stim is done. Stim is done, and yeah, Clem, he can just clean up these Zealots, get on top of the main army. The drop across the map, distracting herO. And Clem is looking to make a series out of this. GG gets called. Clem takes game number 2. GG. Oh boy. GG, well played. The Hellion drop of Clem just getting game-ending damage. 14 probes went down at the start of the game. That forced the all-in out of herO. But very wise of Clem to recognize the all-in coming ahead of time, and he evacuated the natural, unsieged, went all the way into the main, and defending the main was all that he had to do. Very well done out of Clem. GG. GG, well played. And that means we're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game 3. To the final game of this series. Here we go. And yeah, again, herO, that build that time in game 2, again, he was forced into it just because he had sustained so much damage, and all-in was one of the only options available for herO. It's either all-in or be like very greedy and like cut corners and try to get back into a macro game by hoping your opponent doesn't punish you, which is also a really risky thing to do. So committed to the all-in, did not work, and now we find ourselves in the ace match. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alcyone, we have the French Terran player representing Team Liquid, tying up the series 1-1 in the last game. It is Clem. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Alkioni, we have the South Korean Protoss player representing Dragon KZ Gaming. It is herO. We've had some very explosive, some very aggressive games so far. We'll see if here in Game 3, things calm down a little bit. Some very short games, Papi. Very short games so far. We have yet to see a third base. Yet to see 3 base. I mean, I guess technically in Game 1, we saw Clem try and take a third, but he died. So, not quite what we wanted to see. 3 base saturation, maybe that's what I should say. We're gonna get to 3 base saturation. So far, oh my god, herO, he's crazy! He's going for the gold! He's expanding at the gold base. Oh my god. Now, on the previous map pool, was it Royal Blood? It was on Royal Blood where we saw a lot of Protoss players, the Korean Protosses, Classic and herO and many others, not just the Korean Protosses, but all Protoss players, take those gold bases quite quickly. We will even see herO take both golds on Royal Blood. Here on Alkioni, looking to do something similar here by taking the gold as his natural end. We'll see if Clem can punish him. We'll see if he can get a read on what exactly is going on. Again, this is one of the features of this map. We do have gold bases that can be taken. We do have, of course, mineral patches that can be mined out as well. As we do see Clem looking for proxies, scouting around the edges of these bases. None the wiser as herO is going for a Stargate opener, with the Stargate being here at the proxy location, at the gold. Well, let's go. Let us go. I wonder if we will double down and try to take Clem's gold as well later. That'd be crazy. For now, though, Stargate opener. Meanwhile, Clem is going for a... Oh, interesting. He's going for a bit of a delayed CC here. Went for a faster factory straight into a starport. So far more aggressive here out of Clem. Oh boy. And herO, is he going to be punished? So Naga has been taken. Is Clem going to check the gold? Oh, he doesn't. He barely will miss it, but regardless, Clem is building up a Hellion and Reaper army, and he will check. He does get eyes on the gold base. He's fully aware of what's going on. Oracle is racing across the map. Likewise, saw these Reapers and Hellions going straight for the main. The main is looking pretty bare bones, as we do recall the workers over towards the gold. At the same time, the Oracle gets in, and nothing shoots up. SCVs are going down. A lot of workers are forced off the mineral line. At the same time, though, herO, he's also going to lose workers. The Hellion! The Hellion get a lot done. The workers, they line up. 8 probes go down, and Clem keeps on pushing. The Oracle comes back home. The second Oracle comes home, and will clean this up, but not before losing 12 probes. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this. The first Oracle died to the Cyclone and to the Viking. Now, herO, he may have lost a lot of workers, but he has the gold base, so that helps make up for it. He can recoup his losses a little bit. No! The move command! The Hellion makes it through. Thankfully, we do have an Oracle, but we are forced to spend the energy here defensively. Which means herO just doesn't have that much to break into the natural. He's got 3 Adepts. There's a Cyclone in position that we can maybe get 1 SCV. Not even. As Clem is taking a defensive position, he's got a Cyclone in both mineral lines. He's got Vikings as well. herO just focusing on Adept production. Adepts, Oracles, Phoenixes. Okay, he's transitioning. Oh! A solid stasis trap. Not too bad. Yo, we can dive on this. herO, he wants it. He will dive on the Marines, on the Cyclone as well. 1 Oracle goes down. But herO, he breaks into the mineral line. He's going to lose another Oracle in the process. But but the Adepts do make it through. 5 SCVs go down. herO is bleeding out a lot of units to make this happen. He loses the Phoenix. herO, he's been too careless. I mean, sure, he gets 6 workers, but is this really worth it? As the Phoenixes are reset once again. Back at home, charge is on the way. And Clem, his economy is still looking pretty good. Like, he's behind. I think I want to say Clem's behind just because of the gold. But he's got a tank. He's got 2 tanks. Alongside the Cyclone. I imagine herO will be going for a 2-base all-in. Let's see how many gateways we build up towards. This is the 6th gateway on the way. So 6 gateways in total here in the main. And we have a proxy gateway being set up across the map. So yeah, it is a 2-base all-in at a herO. All or nothing. Now, this can come together quite well. Oh, no, I love it. If herO doesn't go all in and takes the other gold, let's go. Take the gold, Poppy. Take it. He doesn't get a 7th gateway, but he is pushing in towards the natural. Now, the Phoenixes are looking to pick up these tanks if possible. They don't go for the tanks. They go for the Vikings instead. The Zealots will get melted. Yeah, the Zealots, they go down. That was not worth it for herO. Once again, a bit wasteful. 11 Zealots for 6 SCVs. But he is forcing a bit of a reaction. He's forcing an eBay, bunker. He's forcing Clem to fortify himself quite well. That's fine as long as herO doesn't go in again. Back off, Papi, back off. Yeah, take the gold. So, I like this. herO, he's kind of like puffing up his chest. He's trying to scare Clem here into believing that it's a 2-base all-in, and it is, until it isn't. Stim isn't done until now. Stim just finished, but a bunch of Marines do get picked off. herO trying to get away with that gold. Again, this is so like on a knife's edge. Because as soon as herO loses map control, this base is gonna die. There's no shot. There's no way that he holds onto this base if Clem moves out. So herO, he's throwing down the Templar Archives. It's gonna be for Storm, for Archons. High Templar morphed in. herO just trying to contain Clem for as long as he can. Clem now throws down a 3rd CC. There it is, Storm in production. Now, can herO survive long enough? Can he contain Clem long enough to actually make use of this gold, get up some High Templar, build up his army? Oh, let's do have a Mind Drop sneaking out. Again, this Mind Drop isn't just to do damage, it's to scout. It's to try to get a read on what's going on. And soon, Clem is going to realize, hold up, you haven't taken this base. Where did you take a base? So a very important scout from Clem. He sees the lack of natural. He scans! He sees the gold. He knows. Mind Drop comes in. Oh, oh god. Oh, there's 1 shot left. There is 1 shot left, and at the same time, a Mind Drop into the gold, and we do have a reaction, but is it in time? Oh, 7 probes go down. herO's economy once again is hurting, and Clem, he breaks free from his contain. Clem has a massive army, and unless he takes some big storms to the face, I don't see how herO can fight this. Decent storms. The Widow Mines! Storms are thrown down. The tanks do get swallowed up. But these Zealots will be dealt with. And herO isn't going to have much left. He's got Phoenixes, but that is all he has. The Zealots do go down. The High Templar as well. Oh, he's picking up all the Marines. There's no anti-air. All the Marines get picked up. Oof. Big mine shot, though. Only Marauders remain. We gotta respect the Marauders, Pappy. As we do back off. The Mind Drop coming back in. Does get spotted by herO. We'll be losing some workers back at home, and as soon as herO loses control of this position, this gold is going to go down. The Widow Mines will escape. Oh, don't go in. We have mines, Poppy. No. Oof. A lot of cells will go down as well. herO, he's just been bleeding out so many units. The High Templar, they need time. They don't have storms. They don't have storms ready for this, and overcharge is popped. herO, he has to hold. He has to stand his ground. Okay, there we go. The Phoenixes, they have arrived. Good pickups. Storms are getting ready. Decent storm, but there aren't that many Marines. There isn't that much to storm. Like, storming Marauders, that's tickling them more than anything. Oof. And that's going to be the last storm for herO. And that is going to be his last hurrah. As Clem is snowballing out of control. He's got so many mines, so many Marauders. He can just eat these storms one after the other. Doesn't matter. It's not enough. And I appreciate what herO has shown us here today. I do appreciate it, but again, he will be losing his Phoenixes, losing his army, and losing his bases as well. Clem has just a massive army. herO, he's holding on for dear life. Even forces, oh my god, some friendly fire. The Widow Mines, they help herO out quite a lot there. Oh. The army is heavily overstimmed as well, but it is finally done. herO is broken. GG gets called. Clem has too much, and Clem advances on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. Oh, congratulations to Clem for advancing on to said grand finals. And with that, the final Protoss player has been eliminated. The only players left, Terran. Only Terrans remain. As we head on over to the Korean server. What do I mean by that? Well, as we have a look at the bracket. Exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys wish to have a look at the bracket yourselves. But from the very top, oh, let's say, do you have to close that? There we go. From the top, we have, of course, Clem in the making it through the lower semifinals, but from the top, the upper quarterfinals is a TvT between Bjorn and Gumiho. Bjorn took down Nice, Gumiho took down Stats. Bjorn and Gumiho are currently mid-series. The winner of that goes up against Cure in the upper semis. The winner of that goes up against Clem. So only Terran players remain here in the KungFu Cup. Which Terran player has the best TvT amongst all of them? That is the question. Is it going to be Bjorn, Gumiho, Cure, or Clem? We're here to find out.